Okay, I had to sneak away for a few minutes because I don't want him to hear me. But today, I'm going to tell you about my ragdoll cat's most insanely annoying habits. He's behind me, isn't he? Today, I'm going to tell you about our ragdoll cat's amazing habits. Our ragdoll is super sweet. He never gets into trouble. And he sleeps in late every day. The first insanely annoying habit of our ragdoll is that he has essentially appointed himself the affection police. And trust me, he takes his job very seriously. If attention is being given to literally anyone else in the house, he thinks that means that attention is being taken away from him. And he can't stand it. If he notices people hugging or saying goodnight to each other, he gets so jealous at times that he will bite someone's ankle. Now you might be thinking, maybe he just needs more attention. But this cat gets more attention than some people's children. He's super spoiled and almost always has someone around. And maybe that's part of the problem. But apparently 23 hours and 59 minutes per day is just not enough. That 1 minute we spend together saying goodnight is unacceptable to him. But George's jealousy does not stop at physical affection. He's also jealous of anyone that goes into a different room. If someone goes into a room and closes the door, he stops whatever he's doing, or he wakes up from wherever he's sleeping and decides he needs to go check it out. The bedroom, he needs in. The back patio, he wants out. The garage, he's got to go. The bathroom, definitely wants in. It's like he thinks that we're having a party and then he's missing something really important or fun. So naturally, we open the door, George will enter, he'll come and check it out, and then he quickly realizes that we're not doing anything that fun. At that point, he wants back out or back in, depending on where we are. And then once that happens, the cycle just repeats itself all over again. He'll want in and out of the room constantly until everyone's back into the same room together. I've come to realize that George doesn't actually want to be in that room. He just wants the option to be in that room. He wants to basically simultaneously be in both rooms or both places at once. He wants to exist in all places at all times with all attention focused on him solely, which honestly is fair, but George, I'm begging you, pick a room. The second most insanely annoying habit of our ragdoll is that if he wants something, he thinks that he should get it immediately. And if he doesn't, he starts a series of escalating behaviors designed to break me down and get what he wants. For example, if he wants to play and I can't play with him at that exact moment, he will go through a series of increasingly aggressive tactics, which consists of, first, staring at me from the floor. He'll just stare into my soul for a while. And if that doesn't work, well then he'll stare at me but start tapping on my leg with his paw. And then if that doesn't work, he'll try to get to a vantage point where he's at the same level as me, maybe on the couch or even higher up on a bookshelf, and then he'll stare at me from there. And then if that doesn't work, then he'll get even more aggressive by meowing over and over. And this is not the cute little cat meow. This is the crying baby, drive you insane meow. After that, if he hasn't had success, he'll start scratching at the side of something that he thinks we care about, such as a chair or an ottoman. And then if that doesn't work, he moves on to property destruction. So what he'll do is he will hunt around on any countertop in the kitchen or somewhere in the house, and he'll find something to knock off. He thinks if he can knock something off, it's going to be loud and get our attention. If that fails, then his final tactic is to start scratching on a couch cushion like he's going to pee on it. He knows that's going to get our attention. Now, of course, we've taken steps to prevent these behaviors, such as Velcroing down heavy objects or certain things that are on counters. But he'll still make the effort of searching around the kitchen, and he usually can find something to knock off the counter. And he definitely doesn't feel any remorse when acting out. The third insanely annoying habit of our ragdoll is that he does not believe in sleep schedules, weekends, or sleeping in. He loves to wake up in the early morning hours and unilaterally decides that everyone else needs to be up as well. If he gets up at 4 a.m., he will come upstairs and do everything he can to wake us all up. He starts nice though. He will sit next to us and purr. And if that doesn't work, he'll go into his phase 2, which is usually banging a lamp cord next to the bed that's against a wall. So we'll just keep hitting that over and over because he knows it makes a pretty loud noise and annoys us. And then he'll also sit right next to us and meow super loud, knock things off the dresser. And if all that doesn't work, then he'll start running up and down the stairs really loudly and running all over the house, making noise. And once we do get up, he usually just wants us to turn on the faucet in the bathroom so that he can drink some water, because he doesn't really like to drink out of his water bowl. But if you are thinking about getting a Ragdoll, I wouldn't worry too much. Worst case scenario is that you'll get your life back in 15 years or so. Just kidding. Our Ragdoll does have some annoying habits, but the good outweighs the bad, and he's become a member of the family. Plus, many of these habits just stem from common Ragdoll behaviors, which is wanting to be close to their owners, and that's how they show love. Just don't expect to be able to train your Ragdoll into perfection, and know that they're not going to feel any sympathy or remorse like a dog would. If you want to hear more about Ragdolls playing fetch or other unique things about the breed, check out our Ragdoll Quirks video, and I'll put a link to that in the description. But thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe for more insider info on Ragdolls and funny videos.